vintage acupressure, overall depuffiness. These are my wedding related purchases. I'm off for my lymphatic massage. Never underestimate the power. Go for it. Got my Spanx wedding dress. I was scared there for a minute. Well, hello there. Welcome back to a normal vlog. I know the starting a business vlogs weren't for everyone, but please stay open-minded. You guys know me. Like anytime I go off-piste, it's still a vlog. Trust. I will link them down below. It was a two-parter. Honestly, going from the launch of Conscious Clarity cards to like the wedding so soon. In theory, there should be a month between them, but it's already just like closing in so fast. And yeah, for anyone new, I've given myself 3 months to plan a wedding in a venue that is non-conventional, that doesn't usually host weddings. So it's been a journey. I've been learning a lot. Look, maybe we'll touch on how the wedding stuff has been going. Made some progress, which you'll see in the vlog with some important things. But mainly, I just wanted to show you my outfit because I got dressed today and that needs to be documented. I'm just going into town. I like it a lot and I think you're gonna like it too. Turned this skirt into a skirt. It's not a skirt, but I'm wearing really big shorts, boy shorts underneath. The skirt reminds me a little bit of what I used to wear at a teenage disco a good 16 years ago. Vagabond boots, which I can't seem to take off no matter what season. Highly recommend, super comfortable, and I've just been wearing them with everything. I've also just been wearing this steely grey kind of colour a lot. I think it, I don't know, contrasts well with my skin tone. I do think the cooler tones look well on me. The vintage Marc Jacobs jacket, I think that I got on Vinted. Cos bag that I got a year or two ago. And this very comfortable sort of fold over waist little skirtine from Weekday. Right, this is it with the sunglasses. Is it a bit much for Cork City? Maybe. Honestly, this past month has been so boring and I've pretty much forgotten how to wear clothes. This was like the only thing that made me remotely feel anything today, so it's staying on. Today, the agenda. Another venue for a modern mystic night. I haven't done one since March and I haven't done one in Cork since last year, since the very first one I did, and that was so rough around the edges. I really am appreciative for everyone that came that night because they didn't really know what they were getting into. I didn't really know what I was getting into when I hosted that night. Modern Mystic is my mystical evening. The clue is in the name. I teach about energy, everyday energy work, how you can use it to live a more aligned life, to make decisions more confidently, to trust your intuition, know how to listen to your intuition, as well as some beautiful stories and lessons learned through stories. Like the old oral traditions, we're bringing them back, which I love because a lot of indigenous cultures would have taught wisdom through stories, and they're all stories from the time that I've spent with clients doing past life regressions and higher self hypnosis. I'm going to sum it up. It's a mystical, witchy, quantum energy evening. I'm looking forward to just doing one in my hometown bookshelf at the Elysian. So if you are in Cork and you do want to come, like all you need is an open mind. But if you do want to see like the bio of the evening, I will leave the link to the ticket with some information about it in the description below. This time's nice. Usually sold out by the time I get a chance to have a vlog. Last few weeks has been way more stressful. The inflammation is starting to go down in my face, thank God. I did go for a lymphatic drainage massage, which you'll see, but I think it's actually been this. One of these acupressure little guys. I've been using this for a routine that just goes around the eyes using different acupressure points on the face. There's 2 videos I've been following. I will leave them down below. They're very quick. First one, you just need a finger and that's meant for overall depuffiness of the face. I've been using this to do the one for the under eye. I've been trying to look normal for weeks, but just under intense stress, it's just looked like dog shit. Like my cheekbones disappear, my face just becomes like a lot rounder. My eyes get really puffy. Not the way you want to feel the month leading up to your wedding. It's just, I'm not gonna lie, like it has been making me a little stressful. As relaxed as I am about how I look and wanting to look myself on my wedding day, of course you still want to look nice. Like at least feel like yourself. It's like the same as being bloated. When you're bloated, you just feel uncomfortable. That's how I've been feeling about my facial inflammation, and I did that routine for the last 2 days in a row and I woke up looking like myself with my eyelids depuffed. But I've been doing it right before bed with my LED mask. The LED mask from Current Body has been making my skin very glowy, I would say. Just so happens these are the 2 days in a row that I felt like myself again. Out of all of the things I've tried, those little tips I just shared, I think have made the most like overnight, like, okay, I see the difference. Any other updates? Then the wedding stuff. And look, at times am I like why have I done this to myself? Yeah. But I do think we're going to get an amazing day out of it. I think with the venue being an alternative venue, there's a lot of moving parts that I knew were going to be an issue, but maybe not as much of an issue as they presented being. See, everything is mostly done. I just have to confirm 4 couches. Shocking thing is just how expensive everything is. Like, it doesn't really matter what you're getting from what vendor, it just somehow costs 1,500 euros. Have we gone slightly over budget? Yes. You're still spending half what the average Irish wedding costs. Some stuff for Instagram, some video ideas I have for wedding content. I really haven't been milking the wedding content era because I've honestly just been too busy, but I do want to share some like what we're not doing, what we're not into, what we are. Well, that was a lot of information. I'm just very excited to vlog again. But how are you? June was kind of crazy. July also energetically a little bit weird. This first weekend in very strange. It's like feeling grounded one minute, ungrounded the next. Calm nervous system, then spiraling out of control. It's just a little bit all over the place. Personally, that's not my energy. I like to be stable and balanced like a good Libra. I feel like it's not just me. It doesn't have to be bad. Like, if you've had a good week or a good month so far, like, I want to hear about it. I want to celebrate your wins as well. And just, especially for those people like that don't share much with their friends or their family, whether they've had like a good or a bad week, just know I read every single comment and I will reply to every single comment, and I genuinely want to know, to put faces and opinions behind the numbers on these videos. Otherwise it just feels like I'm talking into the void.
Not always. But it can always be taken off. Adding it on is a different story.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't need anything added. I think it's more just...
So all I did...
I'm home, I made dinner my own first. Now, this looks atrocious. I'm so sad I didn't take a little clip of it before, but this was what it looked like before I hoofed into it, and oh my god, it was so good. But it's basically a miso, tahini, peanutty coconut curry. I put a ton of chili oil crisp as well, but I will put my own recipe spin. Hopefully a memorable morning to come. I'm about to go try on my wedding dress properly for the first time since it's been altered. Got my Spanx, gonna change into those, and fingers crossed, I like my dress. The list of sneaky things that you need to buy or pay for in the lead up to a wedding that you don't really account for. Spanx is one of them. Like, I always knew I was probably gonna get something for under my dress, but I didn't know they were 200 euro. That being said, is it the least sexiest thing I've ever worn? No. Wish me luck. I really forgot to take my wedding shoe, which I think I'll show you guys, because I think shoes kind of get like very forgotten on the day. So these are numero uno option. I'm taking them down with me. I don't even know if they're an exact color match for the dress. I don't know if I will find an exact color match. One, I had to find something that I felt like would be flattering for my foot and the length of the dress, because it's kind of more ankle length, I would say. So like your shoes are going to be seen. Didn't want anything cutting me off at the ankle, like not the most flattering for my foot shape. Want something too high, usually kind of blingy kind of gal, but I just thought it was such a sweet shoe, and it's got like a very feminine front to it. I just don't know if the point is going to be the vibe with this dress, but it's the closest thing to kind of a 1940s shoe that I've found so far that I like. I cannot believe pretty much in one shot she got everything perfect. The measurements are perfect, the dress fits perfect. It was actually ready to take home because I thought there might be some stitches or seams kind of temporary. She just nailed it in one, and we've got a wedding dress. The alteration I thought was going to be so much more like this really super obvious like change to the dress, but I was like keeping calm about it. It's so subtle, and I actually think it adds to the dress. A 100-year-old 1930s dress gets to see another wedding day. Also, when I'm good, I'm fucking good. These are the shoes. I was shocked at how well they matched. Like it's like half a shade off, but when everything is on, perfect. Oh guys, what a relief. I was scared there for a minute. Never underestimate the power of a bright color, you know. I'll steer about my neckline or be a bit more relaxed. Very matchy. I also bought peonies yesterday to cheer myself up, which is something I haven't done in a long time. Your little reminder, sometimes you can buy a little slice of joy for $7.99. Launched this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling all of the negative emotions. I'm burnt out. Said fuck it yesterday on Sunday and I just took the entire day out. But it's Monday and I think that just even 24 hours of rest did me so much good. I got up, I got dressed. Feels like a day pre this project getting intense. I realized the last couple of days that I need to dilly-dally more in order to genuinely soothe my nervous system. I have just been like so inflamed. Like a lot of times people show exciting part of coming out with your own thing or launching your own thing, and it kind of portrays this euphoria you're supposed to feel. Do I feel relief? Yes, but I feel far from rested. I feel far from feeling like the work is done. It's been a lot. I've been going through it the last few days. Plans were cancelled and it just made the day kind of less stressful than it was supposed to be. And trying to do really grounding things. For example, it's 11 a.m. and I'm making potato salad. It made me realize that I feel like I haven't enjoyed prepping food. Time I'm talking about grounding things to do, I always mention cooking. Putting together a salad dressing this morning, it just really reaffirmed how important it is for me to be like touching foods and enjoying the process of preparing a meal. I've got a weird like tofu stir-fry lunch on the go. Lemony dill dressing for just like a slightly healthier but no less flavorful potato salad. Okay, interesting. It's quite punchy, but in a good way, and I didn't make it too mustardy this time.
Thank you. That's why the prices are the way they are.
Yeah, if you got one going.
What are you doing? Freeze frame that then?
I'm off for my lymphatic massage. Didn't bother doing my hair because we all know how massages go. Go for it. I actually love when people put their hands in it. Everyone's always afraid to. Somebody found a suit.
But as long as they do and they give it a chance and they feel its power and beauty. It's in Claudia, this always reminds me of an advert for
I love it here. Before we continue with the vlog, shout out to our sponsors, Squarespace. Looking for a website can be overwhelming, but that's where Squarespace come in. Their platform makes it so easy for the everyday person to log on, choose a domain name, pick a template that's really easy to customize. So whether you need a blog, an online store, or something else entirely, like maybe you need to take appointments for your business, maybe you just need a slice of the internet where somebody can find you, blog, whatever it is, Squarespace has you covered. They also now have Design Intelligence, which is an AI feature that will help you literally build a website in seconds. If there is anything you don't know how to use, their 24/7 support team is always on hand to help. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go on, tinker, play around, see how you feel about it first with a 2-week free trial, no strings attached, with the link in bio, or you can just type in squarespace.com/Tarmer. If you do like your website, you can always use my code Tarmer for 10% off all future billing. Another disappointing oxidized foundation match situation. Oh, I can't believe I'm going around town like this. You know, it's bad when the first thing he says is he's never seen you look like an Oompa Loompa. This orange. Search for the wedding foundation continues. Overestimated the sandwiches. Sunny's Deli, but they were very nice. This thing is a literal submarine, which is unusual for a banh mi. But hey ho, I love a sandwich. I love Sunny's. I definitely want to go back and try. Customer service, amazing looking desserts. Sandwich is a bit much. They do sell it in a half portion. I do think I'd like maybe some of their other sandwiches more. Quite a traditional banh mi. Not the hugest fan of like roasted pork. Traditionally, I think banh mi's are more of like a sizzled kind of almost barbecued pork. Definitely more like a hoisin-y sauce. But it's so nice to have like the carrot and daikon. Like the bread and the ingredients are great. It's just too big for me. Not hitting the banh mi spot for me personally. Last vlog I'll be editing until I get married again, or have my wedding, let's say. I.e. Ruth and Adele are coming down for my quote unquote hen. I am very like anti hen. I really wanted to mark it and I didn't even need to ask you. They'd just be down to do something very chill. They made me 2 plans of what they thought I might like to do, but I actually have just been so exhausted. I was like, girls, if you just come down and we go have a nice dinner and we chat all night, like that's my idea of quality time, because the 3 of us, Adele and Ruth and me, haven't been in the same room, I would say, in a few years. They would see her in Amsterdam, she would see me here, I would see them separately. Haven't been together, and when we're together, it's like the most obnoxious, just laughing our asses off. Having long distance friends sucks. Can't wait for all 4 of us to be back together for the wedding though. So I can't wait to have all of my New York girlies. When I was in town the other day, these are my wedding related purchases by the way. I got myself 2 liners. Like almost unimpressed by how little shade range there is with lip liners, especially cool toned. Whirl, the classic Whirl, and I got Cork because I haven't been able to find my perfect almost 90s-esque brown yet. A lot of them pull really warm on me, or they're a bit too dark, or they're a bit too cool. Stone from MAC, way too cool. I don't look like the cool girl as I had hoped. Maybe this will be my lucky brown. And then I also got my wedding bag. These are all things I'm thinking of very last minute. Say between 2 to 3 weeks away. Don't think I'm gonna do bouquet. If I do bouquet, it's gonna be like a singular flower or like a few stems together. Might even bring my little bag down the aisle. I might pull a Pink Pantheress and just cling to my bag. But I went on Vinted for secondhand, obviously. I just love Vinted. It took me all of 5 minutes to find this bag and it's perfect. And the seller was in Ireland, so I got it pretty fast. Keep in mind, my dress, like I mentioned before, it's from the 1930s. Isn't it adorable and so perfect? That shade of pewtery silver, that's just so in keeping with that era. It may even be a little more 1920s, I'm not sure. It's giving Aquarius vibes. I'm an Aquarius rising. Very cutesy little bag, 10 euros. One thing I have not done is spend an absolute fortune on my outfit. Accessories at least, like my wedding dress costs pretty much the same as like standard wedding dress, I would say. Shoes were 50 quid. One thing I haven't gotten is like an earring. I just decided this week that I actually want to do something different with my hair. Speaking of hair, finding a hairstylist 3 weeks out from your wedding in the summertime at high season, diabolical. I wasn't even going to do a trial because I just wanted to do a simple bun, but the alterations lady made a very good point and she thought I need something softer. Rarely would I concede to somebody else's opinion with that kind of stuff, but I actually think she's right. And now I'm like, okay, I need to go get a trial. I don't think I have anything else to share other than that this is my last vlog that I'll be editing, like I said, till after the wedding. I'm going to take the next 2 weeks quote unquote off. I'm still going to be posting on social media and on Instagram, so be sure to follow me over there and just keep up with my little updates, my hair trial. And I have not had a chance to enjoy this build up at all. You know, it's just that part where you're just dealing with the kind of stressful elements of a wedding and none of the fun stuff. We are dizzy from numbers and figures and quotes and just general overwhelm. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the vlog. If you're new or you find yourself back here more often than you would think. I would really appreciate if you just hit the subscribe button. If you appreciate my content and you'd like to thank me in some small little way, just to interact with the video, you can give it a thumbs up, you can leave a comment. It hugely helps my videos getting out to more people and is a nice thing that you guys can do for me if you so wish. I'll see you all when I get married. Bye!